Very good.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mr. Erickson.
Here.
Mr. Morse.
Here.
Mr. Beggs.
Here.
Mr. Hardy.
Here.
Mr. Walker's absent.
All right. With that, we'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from July 11th, 2024.
I'll make that motion, Hardy.
I'll second that.
All right. Ms. Morris, support. Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Minutes approved. Any conflict of interest disclosure regarding agenda items? Hearing none, any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Mr. Biggs, I'd like to add 2024-84 for the rescue boat to the agenda. And if we could, probably after the new vendor and 39 policy, which is 2023.
Okay. I think that one will be numbered 85.
85.
It's 85. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
But yeah, we'll drop it right before payment claims there.
Thank you.
Any other changes to the agenda?
To put 2024-78 and 79 on hold.
Okay, we'll take no action on those.
Okay.
Pending some input from legal. Hearing no other changes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So move.
Erickson,
I'll support.
support Hardy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Thank you, Marilyn. Appreciate it.
There you go.
I'm always concerned I'm going to do the same thing in every other meeting.
That's a GOP thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I think it's a Morse thing.
Yeah. We're glad you're involved. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All right, with that, we will move to public comment. Thank you all for joining us. If you have a comment, please come to the podium there. We've got a microphone, so we catch you on the recording. State your name and if it pleases you, where you're from, and we have a 5-minute time limit. So.
Hi, I'm John Wade, 4226 West Orchard Drive, and I'm here today because West Orchard Drive was abandoned by the Road Commission. They voted, I believe, in April to close that, and then notifications went out in the Oceana Herald through May. So at that point, we're trying to figure out why none of the residents were notified at that point, with an opportunity to speak. That road has been taken care of by the county since it's been in existence. And all of a sudden now, we're trying to come up with road plowing and road maintenance. And we've always paid our taxes out there, and now we have nothing. And I'd like to know why that is, because when I look at the resolution that was made, I can read it for you. Motion by Forbes, supported by Spitler, to absolutely abandon and discontinue both the private and public parts of Orchard Drive from 72nd Avenue West to the dead end for a total of 0.55 miles, including the 1,081 feet that was adopted by the resolution July 25, 1962. The board was determined that it's in the best interest of the public that this highway portion be absolutely abandoned and discontinued. I'd like to know how that's in the best interest of the public and those taxpayers that are there. Do you have any type of answer for that, Mr. Beggs?
That's something that falls under the Road Commission board. I'd be happy to chat with you afterwards. We generally don't have dialogue during this time.
Okay.
But I would be happy to speak to you or any of the group that you represent this morning.
Yeah, 'cause at this point, something was went ahead and done. None of the residents, even the ones that live there year round, were notified. And this is just something that was flat out done to us. And that doesn't make any sense. When you have that many taxpayers there in that short distance, why that would be in the best interest to close that.
Understood. Thank you.
Gary Becker, 4026 West Orchard Drive. Just want to share a couple comments or things for you to consider. There's 33 residents or 33 properties, in excess of $10 million in property tax revenue. How do you walk away from 33 homes and when you're that kind of tax base and say you mean nothing to us, you're inconsequential, and then for them to say, well, the right of way has been impeded and stuff. The right of way has been impeded forever, you know, and so the county Oceana Road Commission wasn't doing the plowing or anything like that. They were hiring it to be done. So for them to say it was obstructing their vehicles is incorrect. It's not correct. So we just don't understand how this can take place and without any consideration for property owners and the amount of taxes that we pay. It's just crazy. So again, 33 residents, and the other thing is only 5 or 6 are permanent residents. So there's no homestead on the majority of the property. So it's a massive tax base by comparison.
Yeah.
So I would think that at some point in time, that would be important to the, the government. So I just wanted to share those thoughts.
Thank you. Any others?
I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
Yeah.
Morning, everybody. My name is Ryan Good. For those who I haven't met yet, I am a candidate for Oceana County Probate Court Judge. I'm making my tour of public meetings, and today you guys are the lucky. I carry 24 years experience in the legal system. The first half was actually as a newspaper reporter and editor. For those who have heard this, I'm sorry, I don't generally write new material. Covering the legal system. So I got to be boots on the ground. I got to be the person who was with families in their homes after big court cases and explain to readers what that meant. After a while, it's like, well, I think I can do it too. Switched careers, and for the last 11 years, I've been a practicing attorney. My office is in Hesperia. I'm a Greenwood Township resident. I promise I am a resident of the county. I get that question a lot. It's like, you actually live in the county? Yes, I do. I am on the correct side of Maple Island Road. I promise. I think my skill set's unique. I'm the only candidate that's lived my career. I've lived in people's homes, and even now, as part of my practice, I still do. I represent children in abuse and neglect cases, and part of that job is visiting them at least once every reporting period, quarter or a half year, depending on the length of the case. So every manner of case that a probate court judge handles, I do. A lot of all the guardianships and estate matters, abuse and neglect cases. Our probate court judge handles all the divorces in the county. I do quite a bit of work on that. So nothing that would cross my desk if I'm elected would surprise me because I've done it all already. So if anybody has any questions, my contact information is not hard to find. Otherwise, I'm going to duck out because I have to go back to work. So thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Good.
Thank you.
Good morning. I think it's still morning.
Yep.
So far.
I'm Judy Shotney, and I live at 3960 West Orchard Drive. I was in the private section of the road, but we always enjoyed having that road snow plowed just so that it didn't have to be wide, but wide enough to get a fire truck through there and an ambulance through there to the end. Our only concern now that it has been abandoned, and I believe the road commission reports to you guys, right?
No.
No?
They're
Every time I
autonomous.
do.
We were told that they
No.
report, who do they report to?
You.
They're bored in the public.
Well, they're not very good.
I have talked with Kathy Forbes, and I understand her reasons for abandoning the road, or her boss's reasons, I should say, for abandoning the road, because there are a lot of obstacles in it. I've been up here since 2001 permanently. Before that, I go back to the 1950s. So I know what that road was like, and I know how it got where it is now. When this happened, nobody was notified, except in the Oceana Journal. Question, how many here take the Oceana Journal? Maybe you guys do, but now everybody is going to other forms of communication, and we did not get that kind of notification. Also, if you look at the, what would you call it, the thing that tells you how they proceeded, they did not follow the direct and the right procedure. As a resident, I should have been notified. If not, other people should have been notified some way, shape, or form. So, quite frankly, you're putting Crystal Lake West Orchard Drive Association in a really tough spot, because not everybody pays in to that association. We've always said dues are voluntary to take care of the road, because we take care of part of it. People are, because we've had to raise the dues, people are not gonna pay. I don't know that that means we lien them, or we take them to small claims court, or we kill them.
The sheriff is in the room. I wouldn't recommend option
Okay,
three.
then that's not a recommendation. We know where to bury bodies. But something has to be done so that everything is equal on that road. So any help you can give us there would be most appreciated.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Last call. Oh, Marilyn.
I'll do it now.
All right.
Since all of you are here. So the Oceana GOP has organized a probate judge candidate forum for tonight. There was one on July 11th. And so if you're interested in coming, it will be at 7 o'clock at the Hart Community Center. And all three candidates rather, will be there. So encourage you to come.
Thank you. Last call for public comment. All right, very good. Hearing none, we will move on to Commissioner Erickson, storm drain sealant, 2024-80.
Yes, Mr. Beggs, I make motion 2024-80 to approve the bid with West Michigan Drain Solutions in the amount of $4,493.12 for the purpose of sealing 25 feet of storm drain with the funds to come from the Public Improvement Fund.
Very good.
I'll second that motion.
Commissioner Hardy with support. Any discussion? I will just say West Michigan Drain Solutions is a local Oceana County company. I've had them do a little bit of work for me and seen reports of some of their work. And they do good work and interesting things that they can do with really old storm drains and whatnot. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Morse,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs.
Yes. Commissioner Hardy, Child Care Fund budget.
Motion 2024-81 to approve the fiscal year 2024-2025 Oceana County Child Care budget in the amount of $539,602.48 and authorize the chairperson of the board and county administrator to sign the budget summary.
Anybody want to support that?
I will. Morse.
Mr. Morris, thank you. Any discussion? All those, let's see, we need a roll call. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Morse,
Yes.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs.
Yes. Commissioner Morse, contract with Ottawa County Juvenile Detention Center.
Vice Chairman Beggs, I make a motion to adopt a 3-year agreement between Oceana County and Ottawa County Juvenile Detention Center to be retroactive to October 1, 2023 for the purpose of bed rental and allow the chair to sign.
Okay, it's been motioned. Any support?
I'll support Hardy.
Mr. Hardy with support. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Morse,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs.
Yes. Commissioner Hardy, new vendor and W-9 policy.
Sure. Motion 2024-83 to adopt the proposed new vendor and W-9 policy for the purpose of monitoring compliance with the applicable IRS 1099 rules.
Very good. Any support?
I'll do that. Morse.
More support? Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Morse,
Yes.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs.
Yes. Mr. Hardy again. Let's see.
Rescue vote?
Yep, ARPA funds.
Okay. Motion 2024-85 to allow the use of ARPA funds in the amount of $24,859 to cover the shortfall in the purchase of the Silver Lake Rescue Boat, with $50,000 to be covered by USDA funds and the remainder from donations.
Support.
Support, very good. Any discussion?
Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
what's the total ticket on that?
It was in your packet, hang on.
I think the,
It wasn't in your packet, it was
I think the
in,
public might like to.
it was in the email.
$214,859.
Thank you, Sheriff.
That is a boat that's fully capable inland and Lake Michigan.
Michigan. Yep.
Dive door for rescue and divers. It's probably nicer than our current boat on Pentwater Lake.
That's what I'm thinking.
But also transportable with a trailer to be used anywhere it's needed in the county or beyond. So,
The asset, I think I'd like to point out too, is that with the current watercraft they have at Silver Lake, it'd be extremely difficult to get an injured person
On board.
you're about guaranteed a workman's comp claim if it.
Pretty close to it, yeah. So this is definitely a plus, and I know that the sheriff and undersheriff have been trying to do this for a 2-year period. And I really want to thank the private donors
Yes.
that stepped up.
Can you guys you guys know more about it too, but to rescue somebody on Silver Lake right now, a lot of times there has to be a private individual, right?
Yep.
Who use their pontoon boat to assist in a rescue.
Well, shout out to, for word is at the Wave Club, because they've been out there multiple times with their pontoon boats to assist in the recovery or rescue. Because again, the craft that's out there just wasn't big enough.
Which is obviously much appreciated, that they were helping out like that, but it just seems like it's time for us to have something that can handle that as a sheriff's department.
And, correct, I gotta look real quick here, I don't wanna misstate. Mr. Forward out of the Wave Club donated $20,000 to this, on top of he's already assisting, so. Very happy.
Any other discussion? With that, roll call please.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Morse?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes. Mr. Hardy, for the trifecta to wrap us up, payment of claims, please.
Thank you. Ask for board approval of accounts payable and the release of funds for Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Ambulance fund, $35,778.24. FOC fund, $2,194.06. Automated ROD fund, $1,460.